Okay, so toothbrush rug. Anchor taught us about doing this. So you have a problem there with it?
Well, I took too many stitches and I can't get it
Unstitched.
unhooked so I can put another cord in there. So I'll have to.
Yes, we learned about toothbrush rug. Why don't you? Oh, there you go.
There we go. There we go.
She taught us about this. Do you see that purse that's hanging on your door? I made it this way.
Oh, is that right? You've already done this.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Oh, it's so neat. It's just so neat. I love doing it. And I think I've got a hole.
You've actually got a toothbrush with a hole in it.
Oh, they're hard to find.
I know.
They're hard to find.
We made one out of wood. We took a piece of wood and
cut a hole in that.
Ah, do you have scissors?
Do you know what else works? The handle of a spatula. Because spatulas often have a hole in the end.
Yes.
And then they'd be called spatula rugs. No,
that's right.
It's called a toothbrush rug because you take the end off the toothbrush and use it as a needle.
It's
now,
like in
scissors.
In jail. What do they call that? Making a
License plates?
no, those a shiv? No, what they stab each other with? Don't they take their toothbrush and?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you gotta have something like that to keep you busy.
Oh, I've made some beautiful rugs.
It's very nice and tight.
Actually, it's almost too tight. I need to add a few more. See how I'm doing here? And then when I get down here, I'll do 2 stitches, and then I'll do 5 and do 2 stitches more, and that adds to your...
Look at how beautiful this is. Now, are you going... Do you have a stem you're going around?
A stem?
I mean, a core?
No, there's no core.
Okay.
So you just put that through that last hole.
And then you stick the other one in.
And you put this one through the hole in the same one.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just locking them together, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And then you get a joint. Then you thread your needle again. I need another hole in this end. And this is the same principle you use when you're doing ribbon embroidery. You do this same thing to attach your ribbon to your needle so that you're not working with a double piece of ribbon. And this is the tricky part, getting it through that little wee hole.
And you don't want to make the hole bigger?
No. How would you make it bigger and not have it break?
Oh, I see.
That is through there.
It's the toothbrush hole that can be bigger.
Yeah.
That's what I have. There's a piece of wood with a bigger hole.
There. Okay. So that threads through that. Mm-hmm. And then you put the tip of the needle through the hole again. Like that. And it locks it on the needle.
Okay, yes. Okay?
So it's not going to come unthreaded. But this is what I picked up doing when
after your stroke, because it was nice and big?
Because it's big and it's easy to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how? Yeah.
Did Mary Jane show you what she does? She made an altar cloth. She crocheted one.
You're kidding.
She crochets the most beautiful things. I had no idea. Like, she doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
But she washes her hands before she works on them, and she works on these beautiful white things. It's amazing. She's making a blanket right now. She's crocheting it, or maybe it's a rug.
Now, why is this not
laying flat right there?
Because it's supposed to be like a blanket. I know. I'm supposed to go this way.
Okay.
I'm going fix that? I never leave things.
You always fix your mistakes. You remember Grandma Damon? She used to make all those sweaters for the children.
Mm-hmm.
She would always rip out any mistake. She would go way back if she saw a mistake. So sometimes
I had a friend that used to back knit. She didn't just pull it out.
That's
she
right.
back knit.
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
what I
thing.
do. I back knit. I was pulling it out in the original days, but
you know, it's better to do that. Now, what did I do here?
you went through 2 of them.
It's been a while since I did this. That's wrong. Okay.
I think it's wonderful that you drive alone. Wait a minute, this is where the problem is, right there.
No, that's the way it's supposed to look.
Oh, but I don't know. It looks different than the rest. This are not,
okay.
it's fatter. It's like a knot in there.
All right, maybe I did it wrong. I don't think so. Hey?
See, that's wrong. Yeah, it's supposed to come under, and you had it going over.
Right.
There.
There we go.
Now it'll lie flat.
But it has to go like that. Well, it has to do with where you put your yarn. Or your thing. The fun is ripping all the sheets.
Yes. They have
the
lots
fun
of
part.
sheets at the reuse center at the back.
Yeah.
They're always free. But I can't destroy a good sheet. You know?
Yeah, but you're not destroying it, you're repurposing it.
That's right. Repurposing it.
That's one of the Martha Stewart's
Words?
words, repurpose. I've used things for things they were never intended for.
Well, like my teacups.
Like your
Sit on
teacups.
those posts. I have a teacup tray. It used to be so beautiful. I have too many posts in there now to see them all, and some of the teacups broke. I have to make sure that the screws are not too tight because I don't want it to hold water.
Oh, yeah.
Because the winter will crack the cups.
Yeah.
Now, is that supposed to be loose like that? You're making it loose because you're going around the edge and
Yeah,
making it bigger?
making it bigger.
So instead of putting 2 stitches in, but you're going to put 2 stitches in coming around next time, right?
See, I should have twisted that more so that it was more. And you can always go back and tighten it up a bit if it doesn't look like you've done it quite.
I love how your stitches are in beautiful lines. See, we learned it that you had a core. And you do all this around the core.
There. There's the core. It's just a row of chain stitches in the middle.
Oh, well,
That's
no,
the core.
no, I mean like having going around a piece of rope. Making this whole thing around a piece of rope.
Oh, you mean like those baskets that
like
they had
basket.
a coil. Yeah, like a
like
coil
my
basket.
coil
No.
basket that I made.
No.
Okay, well, when we learned it, that's how we learned it.
Oh.
But this is better.
Oh, this is so simple.
Now, do you twist this whole thing of yarn so that it is...
No, because you want some of the
twist?
pattern. See, this one going around now has lines in it.
Mm.
So it'll make this different all around the edge. It'll give a different view to it.
Mm-hmm.
See, this was all just the flowers, but I ripped it so that I'd have the line from the sheet in strips. And here are the other strips here.
So how much of this have you done on this trip?
None.
How long have you been on the road?
See, there's another one.
Ooh,
And they're all ripped up, ready to go.
Oh, I see lots of them.
And here's the other one, all ripped up, ready to go.
Oh, isn't that
See,
great?
that's this stuff.
Turnip.
Here. So I'm going to make a ring now of the stripe, and then I'll go back to this again.
So how long have you been on the
All
road?
of these will be another rug. Different, huh?
Yeah, it looks great.
I have been on the road since the 12th of October.
What is it now?
It's November
The 5th.
5th.
You're having a nice little journey. And is your house staying warm while you're gone? Do you have to worry about that?
No, I have, my apartment is rented and the lady is there.
And so she's keeping the house warm.
Yep, she's looking after things for me. Yep, she's looking after stuff. And her name is Marie. And she was sent by Providence, I tell you. She was. She is a wonderful lady.
This is a very interesting pattern. So let me look at how this is...
How this is developing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you've just done. This looks different, doesn't it?
It is. It's the same sheet, but it had a row of
I mean
stripe.
the way the pattern is coming down here. Yeah. It looks different.
But it's only because I've added a couple of stitches in a couple of places.
Oh, I see.
And this is a little bit finer too.
Okay.
This is a little heavier cotton. So that's why you see
So it does come
pattern.
down.
Yeah.
So the edge always looks a little different. Oh no, this is I guess
this is coming down.
Yeah.
And this is. But I've added an extra stitch, you see, and that'll change it again.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Toothbrush rug.
See, now when it's about 6 inches, I cut these a little bit short, but you just pull it back through again, take it off the end, take another one. Through there. Bring this end back through this hole, just to loop it together. That's all you're doing.
Your hole is so tiny.
There's no stitching involved.
And the best, that's the best thing is you're not making a braid then having to go back and redo
stitch it all together.
Yeah.
No, it's done as you go. And at the end, you just tack it in with a needle and thread. I guess that hole is just a little bit small.
So this is my Aunt Peg, not my aunt, but Aunt Peg to my children.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to take the needle off.
Auntie Peg. Hello. 29 years ago, we used to hang out, have dinners together. She used to come to our farm. Play all the time. Tell me all sorts of stories.
Good stories.
Good stories. Which I have passed on. Alrighty, well you saw it here last. You can do this at home. Results may differ.